TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, Tommy Lee got the victory on the mound, and his win total climbs to 22 on the year, leading the Athletics to victory over the Royals 12-8. He is among the AL leaders in wins. As of right now, the Royals sit in last place in the American League Central Division. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Athletics sit in first place in the American League West Division, they are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The Seattle Mariners put together 10 total hits as they grabbed the win over the Rangers in Arlington 5-0. Entering the day's action, the Rangers sit in fourth place in the American League West. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Mariners are at the bottom of the division, they're over 20 games out of first. Eduardo Rodriguez keeps on winning, now has 21 this year, leading the Bo Sox to the win over the rival Yankees 10-4. He is among the AL leaders in wins. Heading into the day, the Yankees are in second place in the AL East. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Red Sox are atop the division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Keegan Aiken was victorious for the fifth time this season as the Orioles downed the Blue Jays 3-1. At the start of the day, the Orioles sit in last place in the American League East Division. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Blue Jays are fourth in the division, they're over 20 games out of first. The Dodgers launched 3 home runs as they beat the White Sox on the south side 5-2. In the standings, the White Sox sit in third place in the American League Central. They're 7.5 games out of first. And the Dodgers sit in first place in the National League West Division. They are more than 10 games ahead of second place. Shane Bieber got the W, his 11th this season, helping the Indians to the win over the Twins 3-2. He is currently among the AL leaders in strikeouts. As of right now, the Indians sit in second place in the AL Central Division, 6.5 games back. While the Twins are atop the division, they are enjoying a comfortable 6.5 game cushion. The Nationals combined to allow only 4 hits as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 3-1. Heading into the day, the Phillies are in second place in the NL East, 2.5 games out of first. And the Nationals are fourth in the division. They're 3.5 games back. The Cubs sent 3 balls into the seats as they beat the Cardinals on the road 11-4. As of today, the Cardinals are in fourth place in the NL Central. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Cubs are atop the division, they are more than 10 games ahead of second place. The San Diego Padres completed the long 4-game sweep as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 5-2. In the standings, the Padres are in third place in the NL West. They're over 20 games out of first. While the Diamondbacks are fourth in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Reds pitched well, allowing only 3 hits as they got the win over the Giants in San Francisco 4-2. As of right now, the Giants sit in last place in the National League West Division. They're over 20 games out of first. And the Reds sit in second place in the National League Central. They're 15.5 games out of first. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Oakland A's and the Seattle Mariners. Darnell Mason, with less than a month to play, the man who sits atop the home run leaderboard, looks to add some insurance to his lead next. Taijuan Walker is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mariners. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Corey Woodson stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. And fellas, you take a look at these Seattle Mariners at the start of play here tonight. They did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
Temperature starting to drop as the sun goes down. 56 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second, and this is going to scoot on through into center for a base hit leading off the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Now at the plate, Matt Chapman. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The bouncer to the left side, and that's going to be a base hit as well. So it's back-to-back knocks to start the festivities tonight.
Hey, 2 runners on after back-to-back singles right there. They are in prime position to put the first run on the board right here.
And that'll bring in Ramon Laureano. Drives it out to deep right center field. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out. And he'll indeed move up 90 feet, putting runners at the corners now with 1 away. And here's a shot of the Athletics starting lineup for this one. D-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
So coming to the plate, Darnell Mason. His squad has put together a strong year, and his home run production has certainly been a big part of it.
Yeah, he certainly has. He's been the bright spot for this team. Anytime in a big spot they've needed a big knock, he has seemed to be the guy. And rightfully so, as we get down to the tight games at the end of the season, his offensive production has got to continue, and he's fighting for a home run title.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. A bouncer up the middle. 1 there, but they will not have a shot at 2. He's safe at first, and that will plate our opening marker of the ball game.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
In now, Christian Carter. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title.
Hey, if this guy wants to win a batting title, he needs to get going, D-Row. He's 4th right now in the league.
Yeah, I think he just needs to trust the process, Dan. Can't worry about the top 3 guys ahead of him right now. He's got to let them fall to the pack, or at least hope they fall to the pack. He's just got to stay inside himself and have quality ABs.
from the stretch. Mason is off of first with 2 away. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. And set up behind the plate is Ricky Holiday, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
Yeah, Dan, we got Ricky Holiday behind the dish tonight. I can't figure his zone out. He doesn't favor the hitter or the pitcher and can be a little too inconsistent at times.
D-Row, you hit the nail right on the head. I think one of the things we're looking for a consistent zone. If it's a tight zone,
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. They'll add on to their total as the run scores all the way from first. And he'll try to get back now, but it's not going to work. The throw hangs him out to dry, and that'll end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and no one left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The A's lead this one 2-0. Justin Bird is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the A's. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
hey, this guy's had a solid year up to this point. It's not an easy thing to do in baseball this year with all the high-scoring games, but this guy has an ERA of sub-3, and that's saying something. If he continues to do that, I think you're going to see a really good performance out of him in this one.
Coming to the plate now, D. Gordon. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. And Dan, D-Row, this Oakland ball club entering play here tonight. They've got to be considered the hottest team in baseball right now as they come in winners of 9 of their last 10 ball games.
Yeah, Matty V. And you know one thing you don't want to do here, D-Row, you've been on some good teams, not to lose focus at this point of the year, to keep the big picture in sight, because there is a postseason lurking, and it's so easy to get ahead of yourselves and not take the rest of the schedule serious.
I think the nice thing for this team is that they won the division. They will, for whatever happens, get a 5-game series. It's not that 1-game wild card, win or go home. This team can prepare themselves to battle and try and win 3 out of 5.
The 1-2.
Ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Grounded softly to the right. And the underhanded throw gets him for the out. With a moment here in Seattle, a look at the Mariners starting lineup. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be watching for the speedster, D. Gordon. He's working on a 6-game hit streak right now. That's almost a week, so I expect to see his hot hitting continue.
So here's Malik Smith. Day off for him yesterday, but back out there for this one. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Ball 1. Count 1-0.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Pitcher went to the well one too many times. Back-to-back fastballs. Hitter was able to keep his hands through, deliver a nice line drive.
Stepping in now is Mitch Haniger. Scooped up. Step on the bag for 1. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw.
Here's one that we don't see too often, right? Safe at second base, but out at first. Great hustle there from the runner going into second. Really showed off his speed.
Now batting, Tom Murphy. First pitch on its way. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Hit high and deep out to left field. Out of here, into the visitors' bullpen. It's a two-run shot to straightaway left, number 22 on the year, as the Mariners have come back to tie things at 2.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Batting fifth, the third baseman, Kyle Seeger.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seeger, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 10 home runs and 46 driven in. The 1-0.
Whoa, that's down. Let's play ball. 3 out. 4-4. Take the base. 3 out. Take out. 3 out. 3. Ball 4. Take the base. That's ball 4. 3. Keep there. 3. Take out. 3. Out. 3. Take out. 3. 3. Out. Take out. 3. Out. 3. 3. Out.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last.
8-4 tonight. Oakland win for a division best 113th time. Justin Bird gets to double digits with his 10th win of the year, striking out 12 in the process. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Athletics, 8 runs on 12 hits. No errors, they left 12 men on base. For the Mariners, 4 runs, 7 hits, no errors, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 26 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.